Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got it!
New 52 booklet.
Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I am Jared, and by the way, if you're a member, this is technically Indie Tuesday since you get these a day early. So we are talking about a book that I have been eagerly anticipating for so long. Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson. And dude, if you're watching this, just want to start off by saying, well freaking done. So this book is basically the relaunch of Transformers. So what they're doing is they're merging the Transformers and the G.I. Joe universe into one. And what's cool about this, he kind of redoes the Transformers origin. You got the characters, you got Spike, but there's something interesting. So Spike and his girlfriend are like exploring the cave. They end up in the Transformer ship. They find the Autobots and Decepticons like out like dead. But Megatron's not here. And that's the interesting part. And by the way, the cool part is that this plays off to Jetfire showing up. Because remember, he was in Void Rivals, that issue where all of a sudden Jetfire showed up. And then... dude, he comes back, he activates the Teletron repair protocols, and then he repairs Starscream. Because apparently he was, like, out of commission. He was crashed on that planet since before the war started. So he doesn't even know the Autobots and Decepticons hate each other. So he shows up, he revives Starscream, and Teletran starts blowing up, and the Starscream starts blowing up Autobots. Like, Starscream legit just blasts Bumblebee's head off. I hope he's gonna come back. This could be how Johnson does the whole voice thing. But anyway, unbeknownst to Starscream, Teletran starts repairing even Optimus. And Optimus shows up. He beats Starscream savagely. Like, he does all these wrestling moves. And I'm like, oh, this is dope. The thing about what I've always loved about Daniel Warren Johnson's art is the melee fight scenes are like you're watching a wrestling match. And you know what? With Transformers and with superheroes, that's what it should be. That's what it definitely should be. And basically what this issue is that Ratchet's also activated. Teletran was destroyed. So Optimus and Ratchet decide, okay, so let's evac the Autobots, and then we'll repair them later. And then you have like the and what's interesting is that then the other Decepticons are activated. I mentioned this importantly later. So when they leave, when the the Autobots evacuate, they get the humans out, and Jetfire joins the Autobots. What we discover is, all right, it turns out that Starscream is the leader of the Decepticons. Megatron still happened, but apparently he's not leading the Decepticons anymore. So that's a very interesting, like, new status quo. Because again, these are the G1 characters. So you gotta wonder what happened to Megatron. My theory is that Starscream secretly killed him. And he took over the Decepticons, probably blamed the Autobots. And then he rallied them and invaded. Now, what's cool about this here is that we also get to see, like, Transformers, but less, like, restricted. What I mean by that is Starscream picks up a human and just crushes them in his hand. We don't see it, like, explicitly, but it's kind of there. And you know what? I am so here for it. So that's really the end of the issue. That's what I want to talk about. But this is one of those things where this is bringing back excitement into comic books, and this is something we drastically need right now. Ironic that it's coming from Transformers, because as far as I know, while the IP has been getting a recent boost, it's kind of had yet to get its legs in like modern times. And by modern I mean because some damage was done with like the later Michael Bay Transformers movies, but this, if it keeps up like this, with this G.I. Joe tying them together, this could revitalize this brand, the G.I. Joe brand. Like, because this is, first off, I love it when I can tell if the writer and artist, it's the same guy, is a fan of the IP, and it could not be more obvious when you're reading this book that Dana Warren Johnson knows Transformers and he is a fan of the IP. And sir, I want to say thank you. Because as a fellow Transformers head, I freaking dig this. And by the way, if you ever want to come on the show and talk about Transformers, we'd love to have you. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. Solid 10 out of 10. Art, story, everything is 10 out of 10. So I'm going to leave it there. And I want to reiterate what I said in the beginning. Become a member, and then you get access to these indie reviews a day early. You get access to the members-only live stream that I do once a month, which will be coming out, I believe, it should be in 2 weeks, or, it's going to be the 14th of December. So, we have that. Like, comment, subscribe, because it helps get this channel in the algorithm, helps share it out, and just pick up this book. Now, I will consider it a personal favor if you pick up this book. Put this on your pull list. Just put this on your pull list. Absolutely. It is awesome. Just pick it up wherever you can. Stay heroic, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.